This is lesson 29 for Saxon 4 multiplication facts for 0, 1, 2, and 5. So remember last time when we talked about the multiplication chart, I talked a little bit about patterns, okay? And there's a ones column pattern to every single multiplication. Some are longer, some are shorter, but they always repeat. And one of the nice things then about it is if you have a number and you're dividing it and it doesn't end in one of your pattern numbers, you know it's not divisible by that number. So rules for ones, twos, and fives: 0. If you times anything, I do not care what it is, how big or small, if you times it by 0, the answer is 0. Nice and simple. Okay, if you times it by 0, it is 0. The reason is let's say I have two groups of 0. Okay, I have two groups. In my two groups are nothing. That means it's 0. How many things do I have altogether? I have nothing. Okay, if you have the other way around and you have 0 groups of 2, I have 0 groups. I have nothing. So that means you have 0. Okay, 0 times anything is 0. Ones. 1 times anything is the number you times it by. Okay, so let's say 1 times m is m. It's always going to be. Okay, the reason is let's take a look at it. 1 times 4. So I have one group of 4. Means you have 4 things altogether. Okay, do it the other way around. 4 groups of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 4 things altogether. Okay, so 1 times any number is the number you times it by. Twos. Last time we talked about twos. The pattern of ones column to twos is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. That is your pattern. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. These are also our even digits. So if your number ends in a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, it is a multiple of 2 and divisible by 2. For example, 48 is an even number because it has 8 at the end of it. It is also both divisible and a multiple of 2. Okay? That is the 2 rule. If it is even, it is a multiple or divisible by 2. For fives, okay, 5, the pattern is 0, 5. That is your pattern for ones column. If it does not end in a 0 or a 5, it is not divisible by 5. So if I have 48 that we used earlier, it's divisible by 2 because it has the 8, but it is not divisible by 5 because it does not end in a 0 or a 5. Okay? And you can prove that if you're counting in 5, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Okay, if you notice, 0, 5. Those are the only 2 digits that can be used in the ones column. If you have any other number in the ones column, it will not be divisible by 5. Okay, it will not be a multiple of 5. So those are your rules for zeros, ones, twos, and fives. For twos and fives, remember your patterns. For zeros and ones, remember that anything times 0 is 0, and anything times 1 is the number you times it by. That is lesson 29, multiplication facts for 0, 1, 2, and 5 for Saxon 4.